A Ukrainian Patriot crew set up an ambush on Russian bombers during last year's mission to stop KABs. After quickly getting into position, they locked onto a SU-35S using radar. Despite facing multiple threats, they launched missiles and successfully took down 2 targets, one main target and another one providing cover. They avoided further danger, thanks to backup cover. Ukrainian drone hunts Russians.
Да, наблюдай за ним! Сука, ебаная, блядь! Вон он! По дороге, блядь! Увидел нас! Отрабатываем, пацаны! Видят? Давай попробую на себя его взять. На себя беру! Давай, сука! Давай, блядь!
If peace talks with Russia fail, the U.S. may impose new sanctions, says White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt.
He will be speaking to President Putin tomorrow. I won't get ahead of those negotiations, but I can say we are on the 10th yard line of peace, and we've never been closer to a peace deal than we are in this moment. And the president, as you know, is determined to get one done.
Zelensky confirmed Ukraine has successfully tested a 3,000-kilometer long-range drone. Ukraine's long-range drone with a 3,000-kilometer range has successfully passed tests, Zelensky confirms. He also expressed satisfaction with the effectiveness of the long Neptune strikes. In recent days, hundreds of people gathered for a demonstration in Belgrade, which became the culmination of anti-government protests. Later, a video surfaced showing panic, allegedly caused by the use of a sonic weapon with a power of 160 decibels. The president of Serbia dismissed the allegations of a sonic attack on protesters during a silent vigil for the victims at the Novi Sad railway station as a brutal fabrication. He announced a 48-hour investigation to identify those responsible among the organizers of the mass protests and added that a Maidan-style uprising would not take place in the country. On the other hand, it's confirmed that the Serbian police possess this type of weapon, which is impossible for civilians to acquire. The U.S. Army has deployed radars along the U.S.-Mexico border to track drones used by cartels. Units of the U.S. 10th Mountain Division, which were sent to Arizona to strengthen border security at the beginning of the year, have been monitoring the AN/TPQ-53 and AN/MPQ-64 Sentinel radars. The division's artillery unit is enhancing its drone detection skills on the southern border. The description of the images released by the U.S. Department of Defense reads, "The U.S. Northern Command is working with the Department of Homeland Security to strengthen U.S. Customs and border protection along the southern border. Traditionally, these radars are used to detect air targets and artillery shells, which is used in counter-battery warfare by artillerymen, Due to their technical capabilities, they are perfectly suited to detect low-flying small drones. In recent years, the problem of Mexican cartel drones intruding into U.S. airspace has been gaining momentum. The fight against this has intensified since the new administration of President Donald Trump came into office. I don't know the actual number, I don't think anyone does, but it's in the thousands. U.S. Air Force General Gregory Guillot, head of NORTHCOM and the U.S. Canadian Aerospace Defense Command, NORAD, told members of Congress when asked about drone crossings at a hearing last year. The cartels use drones not only to smuggle drugs, but also to monitor U.S. patrols at the border and in battles with rival groups. This month, there was a report of use of explosives by the Mexican cartel El Tena on a vehicle carrying people from the CJNG cartel in western Mexico. The drone operator dropped the explosive device from a height of more than 100 meters, hitting the car directly, indicating a serious level of training. The border report, which tracks events on the U.S.-Mexico border, notes that cartels use drones on a daily basis to track the movements of U.S. Border Patrol agents near the border wall. The practice first came to light last September when Mexican authorities, acting on a tip from U.S. officials, arrested 2 drone operators near the border wall in Juarez, Mexico. We see drones every day. The cartels are using drones to determine where authorities are and how they can control entrances. Walter N. Slosar, the newly appointed interim chief agent in charge of the Border Patrol's El Paso sector, reported. Last month, Mexican cartels used an explosive drone against Mexican National Guard troops in southern Chihuahua. It is also reported that cartels have used drones to bomb rivals in Michoacán and Guerrero.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.